Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. This time we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Wreckage and Tiger Paw by Hasbro. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Alright, so tonight we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Tiger Force Wreckage and Tiger Paw box set. This is number 137 in the series. I picked this up earlier yesterday down in Florence, South Carolina at Legends Comics as part of a trade. I want to take a moment and thank Mr. Harrison down at Legends Comics for graciously providing this action figure to me and do this product review and add it to my collection. Now, I've seen many collectors venting their frustrations on forums and social media asking who Wreckage is, the action figure that is included with this box set, because there is no file card included with the packaging. Wreckage actually began as a prototype figure back in 1988 for the Tiger Force and the G.I. Joe A Real American Hero toy line. The figure was originally called Sabretooth. I don't know if Sabretooth was eventually released in the line at a later date, but Wreckage was included as part of a Toys R Us exclusive set in 2003. So taking a look at the packaging, you've got some really cool box art there of Wreckage on the Tiger Paw ATV, some other Joes following behind. G.I. Joe Classified Series banner down at the bottom, Tiger Force and G.I. Joe logo over on the left. You can see Wreckage in the window display on the right. On the top of the box, you got the G.I. Joe emblem and the number in the series, 137. On this side panel, you've got the G.I. Joe logo in the upper right. It's grayscale artwork of Wreckage. You've got his skill symbols as well as the G.I. Joe emblem and the QR code for the Hasbro website. On this side panel, you've got some color artwork of Wreckage. On the back of the packaging, you've got your obligatory product shots of the action figure, his accessories, the vehicle, its weapons. Down below that, you've got the same skill symbols. Over to the right, you've got some of the details of the toys and the inset, including the Tiger Force patch on Wreckage's uniform and some of the details of the ATV. Over on the left, you see a scale that shows the action figure standing at 6.3 inches. I really missed this on the back of the Classified Series packaging because this scale shows the exact height of each of the action figures. And if you want a troop build with figures like this one and just do a simple head swap, you can do that when you know the exact height of the figures. It's something I really wish Hasbro would bring back to all of the individually boxed figures as well as these box sets. Inside the packaging, you're going to find the slide-out tray with the vehicle disassembled, the accessories and weapons for the vehicles in that accessory box, action figure over on the right. Okay, so here we have Wreckage and the Tiger Paw outside the packaging, fully assembled. And I want to bring him up close so you guys can see the attention to detail in that head sculpt. I think this is the first time in the Classified Series where I've seen that much detail in the head sculpt. The contrasting, the shading around his eyes. And if you can't tell, this is a white dude. But it looks like he's had some sort of injury around both of his eyes. And he's got on a sand color balaclava that's got the lower mandible of what looks like a skeleton imprinted on it. And you can see that his combat pants and combat shirt are tiger stripe. The base color is a really deep green, while the stripes are a sand color. That's a really unique color pattern they've chosen. Brown hard knuckle gloves, integrated knee pads, brown combat boots. See the Tiger Force logo on his left shoulder. And he's got some sort of forearm armor here that I'm going to cut that off. On this side, that's actually a sheath for the fixed blade combat knife. I'm going to remove it, cut the straps off, and attempt to glue it to that drop thigh rig. You can see he's got these bandoliers here, some orange pistol mag pouches. I plan to repaint those. He's got a couple M67 frag grenades, some more mag pouches up here. Drop thigh holster for his sidearm. I like the design of that holster. That's the second time I've seen that one in the Classified Series. A couple of flashbangs. I don't think these are removable. I wish they were, because that's a really cool accessory to have with the Classified series. Forward articulation, the head and neck is on a ball joint. Full range of motion there. Forward and lateral movement, the shoulder, bicep rotation. See, he's got a butterfly joint, full range of motion. Also has upper arm rotation there. Ratcheting elbow joints. Wrist will rotate and pivot. Torso, as always, is on a ball joint on the base as well as being hinged. It also ratchets. That's the first time I've seen that in the Classified series with ratcheting joints. And forward, lateral movement to thigh, drop down thigh joint. Thigh will rotate there. Double jointed knees, knee joints are really tight. Lower leg rotation, foot will pivot and roll. And unfortunately, they did not include a display base for this figure. All right, let's talk about accessories included for Wreckage. First and foremost, let's talk about his sidearm. And the muzzle on that is warped, unfortunately. And I'm probably just going to take my X-Acto and lop that off. I don't plan to use that with a suppressor, just so that it's symmetrical. Looks like it's got what is supposed to be anti-glare channels cut into the top of the slide. This looks like it's a G.I. Joe version of a SIG M17. Drop that right there in the holster. That looks really cool. Wreckage also includes this fixed blade combat knife. You guys can see that it's got a drop point blade. It's got a blood groove on there. Looks like a sand colored Zytel handle with a flat pommel. And you guys can see how ridiculous this is, because there's no useful way for him to reach that blade. That could actually injure his arm being positioned like that. It just looks ridiculous. And I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and slide this crap off. Do the same thing over here. Now, there we go. That's a lot better. Wreckage also includes this suppressed submachine gun as its primary, and you can remove the suppressor. Just pull it straight off, and when you put it on, be careful to push it on straight. Just kind of twist it, rotate it a little bit as you put it on. Attachable stick mag, that will come out. See, it's got a collapsing stock on it. So it looks like sort of a modern take on a Thompson submachine gun. It's got iron sights, no red dot on it. That wouldn't fly. G.I. Joe would absolutely use optics on their weapons. He also includes two of these little landmines and a remote detonator for them. He has this backpack. You can see it's got an M67 frag grenade there. Looks like a couple more centered in the back. Some kind of maybe communications device there or something. A bunch of technical stuff. Not going to use this. Last of all, he does include his helmet, which is a steel core helmet designed for Tiger IV. It's got integrated comms, night vision, integrated camera for recording. And I'll go on his noggin just like that. All right, so now that we've taken a look at Wreckage, let's talk about the Tiger Paw ATV. This is a really cool looking vehicle. You can see that they've applied the Tiger Force camo scheme It has yellow plastic wheels and it has black rubber tires on it, and each of the tires has its own independent suspension. Up front, you guys can see that it's got a mud guard and it's got a brush guard here around the winch, and the winch doesn't work like it does on the Vamp, it's just molded in. You can see it's got a machine gun mounted on a pintle mount. It will pivot up and down, rotate left and right. Chuck Norris would like that. And then you've got your steering bars here, and that will pop out, but they kind of lean left and right and pivot back and forth a little bit, so there's a little bit of play in there. You can see your seat and your footrest here. You've got your cargo rack here, G.I. Joe logo there. There's your dual exhaust, and again, I'll show you guys the suspension so you can see that. That's really cool. And they actually have ball bearings in there. That's part of the suspension. I mounted this cannon onto the rack, and it will come off. You can see it's got a grip here and a handle here. Nobody would use that. It's ridiculous. And that's why I'm taking it off, because I didn't want it on there to begin with. I just put it on so that you guys could see it. There's the U.S. flag and the Tiger Force logo. Back of the cargo compartment there. And I'll bring it in closer so you guys can see the display there around the handlebars. You got your speedometer, and I guess that's supposed to be your tachometer, everything there. And you've got your fuel cap here done in red. These ports are for these mounts to attach, so you can mount these two-sided useless missiles. One, you wouldn't be able to launch a missile from there. That would be stupid. Two, they're two-sided, so there's no exhaust for the rocket motor. It's just pointless to put something like that on there. That's not realistic. The machine gun, semi-realistic. I've never seen one mounted on a military ATV like this before, where it's on its own independent mount, where it can be fired from the driver. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. I plan to take some of the ammo belts that have come in the classified series and mod it. Have some ammo belts going to it, just to make it a little more realistic. There you have Wreckage on the Tiger Paw ATV. Overall, this is a really awesome set. If you are a collector or fan of the G.I. Joe Classified series, this is a must-have. So there you have the G.I. Joe Classified series Tiger Force, Wreckage, and Tiger Paw ATV by Hasbro.